Happy Friday, everybody, man. Welcome back to Protect the Shell, man, with your host, Dee Gray. Man, it's a good morning. We made it. It is Friday, people. It is Friday. Get up, turn your speakers up. We is live, baby. Some Maryland Terp football, baby. So I'm excited, man, to bring this episode today, man. I got a special guy, man, a big horseman, man, in the backfield. Antwain Littleton, man, one of the guys, man. I enjoy watching him play, man. Physical back, man. He's a guy to go get those needy yards, man. Those ones that I quite might not get it, but he gonna get it for you. Man, as a physical back, man. I'm excited to talk to him today, man. Rap it with him today, man, and get him up here, man. Explain some of his mindsets, man, his body transformation, and more. Right after this intro. It was great. Got better and basically being faster, stronger, powerful, and being more explosive. And now I'm out here competing and having fun.
Running behind that fine offensive line, Derwin Graves did a great job tonight.
With all the guys I played with, that was a fun experience being a part of, so I had fun with it. It's definitely been fun, man, so I appreciate all the coaching staff and what they've done for me. Maryland's been a great school for me. Twan, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How you?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm excited, man. Been trying to get you for a couple weeks now, man. It's been been off and on, man. I already know how it is, man. You're in season, man. You're in grind mode, man. So first of all, man, how you feeling, man? How you feeling right now so far about the season?
I'm good, man. We started off strong. We still gonna finish strong. You know how it go in the Big Ten. It's any given Sunday for real. But
for sure,
Coach Locke tries his best to instill the fact that we got work all week for us to get what we want at the end of the week. So
for sure,
we pride ourselves in that.
For sure, man. And I know I had a couple of you guys on, like Dante on it, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm super proud of the things that y'all done so far, man. And Locke's vision that he had for us back in 2013 it's finally come to life in 2023. I know it took almost a decade, but man, it's still happening. You know what I mean? And all alumni, we super proud of y'all, man. Y'all guys are actually having a great season, man. Y'all doing everything. So, like, for us, we have a high standard for y'all, man. Y'all can't lose no more. You know what I mean? That's how we feel. We can't lose no more because that's the type of team y'all got. Back then, it's like, oh, man, the Terps gonna lose this, and it's all good. It's all good. They get it next time. But now, they ain't no they get it next time, man. Y'all gotta get it this time. But man, overall, man, I want to talk about, man, exactly, man, how you transformed your body, man, into this big, nice, solid running back body that you have now, man. What was like the process of that, man? I know it had took a lot of work.
So I can pretty much take you all the way back to my junior year. That was actually my last high school season that I was able to participate in. With COVID happening, my senior year came, sitting in the house, not really doing nothing, just chilling around, playing video games, eating, things like that in that nature. And I found myself getting bigger. I felt like the game of football was taken away from me. So like at that point, I felt like I ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that I really knew, like the back of my hand. Right. And I knew I had just committed February 2020 on the first day of the month. So I knew it was coming close for me to go to college. So once it hit that week, it was just like that week gap when it was almost time for me to go. I knew I had to put my head down. And I just had to get everything I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't sit right here and not keep that promise that I promised myself, especially my mother. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, man. And man, I think he was at 260, 270. And it was big, man. I'm like, man, you might as well came over to the D line, O line or something, man. And but man, you like you said, you made it your goal, man, to make sure you got that weight off because you had a promise to yourself and your folks, man, that you was gonna do this, man, and do it on a high level. And first thing you do is take care of your body and put your body in the best position. Man, you're a DMV guy, man. You're a DMV native, man. You went to St. John's, man. We used to whoop up on them, man. Friendship Collegiate, man. I ain't gonna go ahead and say too much about that. But man, you went to St. John's, man. Pretty good school, man. We had a good couple guys that I played with back in Maryland, like Kasim Hill and those guys like that came out. Kasim went to St. John's, correct?
Yeah,
right? Kasim, man. He was our QB there, man. So yeah, I definitely put a lot of good talent. Just not good enough to be friendship. But they produced a guy like y'all. Man, how was St. John's for you, man, going there for you and your process going through St. John's? Because y'all get a lot of college scouts, a lot of attention.
It's really no different from Maryland, especially on the academic and the athletic part about it. From how the way we practice, the way we work out, the same regimen. It's kind of like the same regimen that we do here at Maryland, even though it's a little bit more intense. But
Yeah.
kind of like the baseline, getting us ready for what we're going to be getting used to when you get to college. So it wasn't really pretty much no difference from the athletic part, but from when it came to school, to be honest with you, St. John's got me ready to come to Maryland. There's nothing that, honestly, we all know you have your 6-page, 10-page papers and things of that sort of that nature coming about, but it's never really been nothing that I can't do here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure. Man, you was a highly recruited running back, man. You was a 4-star back, man, by ESPN coming out, man, and you had a lot of attention. Who was your first offer?
Syracuse, 8th grade.
Syracuse. 8th grade, Syracuse? Man,
Yeah.
that's huge, bro. That's huge. Man, you chose to stay home and play for the Terps, man. And I heard that they said like a little quote about you, man. You always want to stay home and play in front of your hometown team, man, and your folks and stuff, man. Why did you choose Maryland though? Like, I mean, you could have chose Townsend, you could have chose Howard, you could have chose who else in the area, man? I mean, you could chose anybody, but you chose, I mean, University of Maryland, Baltimore, like anybody. You chose University of Maryland College Park over all the offers you had, man. And but before you said, who was some of the other schools you had offers by?
I had Indiana, I had Rutgers, I had Ole Miss, Tennessee, South Carolina, Buffalo, Kansas State.
You had some heavy hitters, man. Some
Yeah,
Ole Misses in there.
I had some. You see what I'm saying? So at
You had some
Tennessee,
Ole
I
Misses.
had a whole bunch of them.
Okay, and you once again you chose to stay home, which you made a great decision. Happy that you did that, but you chose to stay home. What was the driving factor for you to stay home, man? I know it's your family, but it had to be a little bit more than that.
So a lot of people don't know, but I met Coach Locks in the 5th grade. So
Locks
me
are
and Coach
recruiting
Locks,
5th grade.
you see what I'm saying? I mean, not really recruiting, but it was just like he was already put right there in front of me, so it wasn't
Yeah,
really much for him to be able to follow me or him to figure out what I'm gonna be doing over the next course of my career when I got to high school. So I mean, pretty much when I got to high school, he's seeing it and it spoke for itself. I mean, I really didn't have to say too much as far as like my game or when it comes to school and things like that. He popped out to a couple games for youth ball. He even came to a couple high school games. So I mean, Coach Locke, he's always been around. He has a great relationship with my mother as well and the rest of my family. So I mean, Coach Locke, I don't really look at him like my head coach for real. He's
yeah.
kind of like a uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Locks definitely gave a lot of people that feel. You know what I'm saying, and just to hear you reiterating the same things, what I felt about Locks, man, it's crazy because we all felt the same way from everybody that chose to stay home in Maryland, especially the local guys. You know what I mean, the ones that chose to stay home that was local,
Right.
and Locks had that big effect on us. You know what I mean, because once again, he's another brother. Once again, he's from the city, he's from DC. He went to Ballou on the South Side where I grew up at. You know what I mean, so. I mean, that was kind of my driving factor. Was like, man, why don't we all stay here? Me, Yannick, Savon, Jermaine Carter. Why don't we all just stay here, man, and ball here, bro? Like, I mean, we all got the offers going with, man. I was on my way to Florida. Yannick was on his way to South Carolina. Savon and Jermaine, I think they was on their way to, I don't know,
And y'all had
Jermaine
some
Carter.
guys too.
Bro, we had some dudes. Jermaine, I think he's on the way to Colorado or something like that. I know Savon had an offer from like New Mexico, something like that, bro. It was like, man, Esu, bro, let me tell you this, bro. Like, I'm gonna pop this off like this, bro. You get my boy two offers, bro. We all coming.
Not to cut you off, but Absol was recruiting me too.
Esu, oh yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure he was. Esu's a good coach too. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't think he would adapt well in the Big Ten, man. He's not a Big Ten coach. I don't think. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Locks going. And I think Locks is a great fit for it because he understands how to play big bully ball. You know what I mean? He understands this is a powerful game, man. And I don't say Esu wouldn't adapt it, but it probably took a little longer time. But I gotta say, Locks man is doing his thing right now, bro. With y'all boy, look different. Y'all just look different, man. You look way better than we did. We had guys, but we weren't beefed up like that. They tried, but we weren't getting there like that. So You know what I'm saying? You told us to stay home because you said, like you said, locks and always put in front of you in the beginning and things like that. What I would say, man, what is the hardest thing you had to experience so far, man, in life and in sports, man? I would separate those in life right now. What's the hardest thing you had to experience that you always reflect back to and say, man, if I got through this, man, I can get through this?
I mean, a lot of people know, but it's not something that's often still spoke about. But because I ain't been in high school in a couple of years, but my freshman year I actually got kicked out of St. John's.
Okay.
That was probably one of my not darkest moments, but that was definitely one of my most eye-opening experiences for me. For the simple
Okay.
fact that the one thing that I took from that that you can't take nothing for it, man.
Yeah.
You can't take nothing for it, man. Know when you get to high school, you feel like you that guy. You playing, you're a freshman, you starting on varsity.
Fair.
You feel like you start doing what you want now, things of that sort of that nature. So
Yep.
I was falling back on my work, giving football everything I had for real, for real. I mean, 'cause that's what I was there for, and I was on a full ride too. So, but I was falling off of my grades and everything. So when it came down to the nitty gritty to the end, I ain't make it or qualify for me to proceed to the next year. So they let me know.
That's crazy. So, I mean, a reason why when you say things like that, bro, it touched me, bro, because I've been in the same situation as you come out of high school. That's the reason how I got the friendship in the first place. I was actually at Dunbar, you know what I mean, uptown, and playing with Dunbar, bro. Like I was the same situation as you. Didn't have the grades, couldn't keep a 2.0, just stay on the field. You know what I
Right,
mean? And you only get grade checked it twice before the season start and in playoffs. And
right,
um me not having the grades, newspapers coming out. He have all these offers, but he ain't got no grades. And then it's like it's almost a dark moment, bro, because it's like, well, you feel like you here to play ball, and this is my calling to play ball, but I'm not playing ball. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like school, but school wasn't my main priority. You know what I mean? It was just there to make sure I play football. Let's be real.
right.
And when he took football away from it felt lost. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure you probably feel the same. Like, dang, man, like
Sure.
I ain't balling, bro. Like it's hard for me to just be locked into school. Like, 'cause I'm doing in school for football. You know what I mean? And when the game, you don't understand how much the game means to you until it's taken away. Like you just said, when you take it
Right.
away from it, it's like, man, bro, like it's a party that get rips out, man, and it makes you think about those, man. When you think about, oh, this workout is too hard. Oh man, like you complain, you got guys complaining about this, complaining about that, or a tough
Point.
man,
My point.
yeah, a tough 4th-and-1. We gotta get it, or it's nothing. It's like, bro, I gotta get this. Is life or death. You know what I mean? And I think that at some of the moments, man, the reason why I said it touched me because I remember, man, the same thing being in 10th grade, not having no offers, bro, and articles coming out in the Washington Post.
Right.
Embarrassing, you know what I mean? And well, I let you finish.
Say that one time.
I said, nah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish your story.
Oh, all right. What was that?
You was
But pretty
talking,
much,
yeah,
yeah, but not pretty much. When it came down to the nitty gritty, they gave me two options. It was either we sit right here, we kick you out, and it's on your record, and now any other school that you will try to attempt to go to, it's not going to end well for you, or you can withdraw yourself and you can attempt to go to another school. So what I did was I told them I withdraw, and my mother sent me right there on Greenbelt Road, to Eleanor Roosevelt, and I played there my sophomore year. Um, I think I rushed for probably about like, I mean, I played offense and defense. I played kicker, punter. Like when you get back to public school, that's a whole different side of the football world that
yeah, yeah,
everybody don't really get to see. So
yeah,
I was playing both sides, and uh, their curriculum wasn't St. John's, but it wasn't an easy curriculum. So
yeah.
pretty much all through all 4 quarters, I maintained a 3.5, and I was straight. So they granted me access for me to come back the following year for my junior year. So that was the last season that I was able to play with them.
Mm. Man, that's great, bro. Like that was great that you was able to turn that around, bro. Because I mean, growing up in the city, bro, it's a lot of distractions, man. There's a lot of things in your ears. It's an easy way to say, "F it, forget it. I do something else instead of doing this, bro." Like if everything
It's
be pulling
easy
me
to
in this,
take. easy way out.
You know what I'm saying? That's the easy thing to do, bro. And you chose the hardest thing to do. And I know you right now, you pat yourself on the back, man. You're excited that you chose it, but it's not. You're not done yet, because the next step, you already know, is getting that paper on the next level. You know what I'm saying? And you got to keep that train going, bro, because we got to keep getting draft picks coming in. But no, we're gonna fast forward to your freshman year, man. You finally get to Maryland, man. You finally get there your freshman year, bro. You only played 2 games, bro. One game you appeared in was Howard, which is always one of them games you count on the schedule, man. Every time you look at the schedule, that's a W. Man, tell me about that feeling, regardless of who it was. Tell me about that feeling of getting your first carry in the college football.
Actually, looking back on it, it was, to be honest with you, it was so surreal. I had played on it in the Maryland Stadium plenty of other times, but just in that specific atmosphere and in that environment, it was just different. It was like the lights was brighter.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like it was way more people than what I was usually used to.
Yeah.
It's way more louder. You know, you got the hand signals and all that stuff, so you can get the plays and all that. So I mean, it was just a whole lot that I was soaking in during that game, and then my peoples was there too. So like, that was one thing that I always told them, like, regardless of where I go, y'all will be there watching me play no matter what. So
for sure,
it was just that moment was so surreal. I was just happy the whole day for real. I mean, even though I got like 3-4 carries, that was definitely my biggest highlight.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that year, man, I mean, you played two important games. It was your first game, and then you played the last game of that season. I mean, you played against VTech in the bowl game, Pine Stripe Bowl, NYC. Man, I know that had to be a crazy feeling, because you wasn't getting no carries all through the year. You wasn't playing all through the year, but you get another action to play was in a bowl game when you try to bring that trophy home. Man, I mean, you had to be nervous, bro. What's going through your mind there, man? You ain't touched the ball all year besides this point now.
It's kind of crazy because, you know, during that period when you getting ready and you prepping for the bowl games, you got 15 practices. You getting used to the plays. You getting used to the people you're gonna be playing with, being around. You're used to the coaches. So to be honest with you, when I got to New York, I was pretty much ready for it. And you get a scouting report. So I made sure I studied and watched everybody's film, their techniques, everything that they was going to do that they could possibly do. And I knew that they was physical as well. You know, ACC they get a little chippy over there. So I knew they wasn't going to back down from us, especially with me being a freshman and the size that I was. I knew they was bound to be rallying up on me. So, I mean, I just did what I knew, and I did my best with that. So,
yeah, man, you got a touchdown, man, your first touchdown of the year, being the last game of the season against a great opponent. Virginia Tech was pretty good that year, and I think who I was out with, man. I thought I was screaming with the TV, man. I was with the Tennessee Titans, man. I know I came in at we had just came out of meetings, I think, or something like that, and we was going to get our little food and stuff by the great end our day about 4:00 or something like that, and I happened to look at the screen. I said, "Oh, Maryland playing," and they was like, "Yeah, Dee, your Terps playing. That's what they about to get beat up on." So I look at the screen. I'm like, "Okay." My boy Caleb Farley walked in there, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, like, you know, the Terps playing. You know who they playing against?" I said, "They playing against y'all bum VTech players." You know what I'm saying? Because he went to Caleb Farley to say he's the corner for safety for the Titans right now. Caleb Farley. He went to VTech, and I was like, man, ain't looking too good for VTech right now. Terps putting it on right now, man. It was a great feeling, man, to be able to watch your team. And once you get in a position when you removed from the school, man, you look back, you can be like, it's a great feeling to walk past and see your Terps doing good, man. Especially when it feel like growing up, Maryland always had a negative side to them, or at least for my area, it's always been something negative, like, oh, Maryland ain't gonna win, Maryland gonna be the same, Maryland got no quarterback, Tyrell Pickham hurt, Kasim Hill hurt, everybody hurt, blah blah blah, all that. And it's like actually good to actually look at the screen, like, we balling, bro, like we the Alabama right now, you know what I mean? And yeah, man.
My first 2 years for real, was kind of my freshman year when I got here. We still had Fleet, we still had B. Cobbs, we still had a lot of guys from that area when that situation and all that stuff had happened. So, I mean, I definitely
forgot B. Cobbs, man.
That's my
man.
I definitely understand that vibe that you was talking about, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of, for real, once we got to the 22 season, this year for you don't really hear nothing
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
There's no bad vibes. Everything solid.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and that's great. That's great. That's great. That basically that's lit to actually think it that way now, man. Because like I said, it took those hard years to get to that point now, man. Where y'all at. So you had a great Pine Stripe game, man. Where you actually brought in a touchdown. You had 45 yards that game, man. 7 touches. So you got the ball in your hand. Year 2. First of all, I would say year 1. Like, how was year 1, man? Red shirt in that year.
To be honest with you, I didn't know I was going to get redshirted. I knew the rules and I knew the regulations and all that stuff or whatever that sort, but I didn't know that they were going to redshirt me. So I didn't find out until we had gotten to winter workouts that I was redshirted. So
Yeah.
with me finding out the benefits and all the things that came with it, I mean, I was pretty fine with it. So I mean, it was going to give me more time to learn and understand the game, and especially my position with me doing what I do. So.
Do you feel like that red shirt year helped you? Because I mean, you had to realize at some point that you was gonna be red shirted because you play week 1 and then you play again to week 13, which is or
Right.
week 14, which is the end of the season. So you probably wonder confused through that period, like, why am I not touching the field? I know I'm good enough. I was a 4-star back. Why am I not getting some carries? And
I kind of knew already. You see what I'm saying? With me dealing with my weight and how big I was, I already kind of I knew what the reason was for. But at the same time, with me being the player that I am, I definitely felt like I did deserve for me to get certain opportunities in certain games.
yeah,
But that ain't for me to sit right here and try to unlock or figure out or nothing like that. But I know definitely for me working my butt off all year on scout, giving good looks for the defense and making sure that those guys were straight, it definitely gave me my opportunity for the next season. So
100%, man. Scout team just as important as the regular team, man, because you got to get the guys ready, and also you going against the first team where you getting better for yourself as well.
right.
And that's one of the things of on each level, man. Whether it's here or on the next level, you gonna be. I promise that won't be your last time playing scout team. I'm being real. On the next level, you're gonna do it again. I promise you. Whatever team you go to, you are gonna give the looks to the starting back out there. I promise you that. And keeping that mindset is what's gonna keep you going in the right direction, man. That don't get to your head. That is one goal, just to get on the field, do whatever's asked of me, be necessary, and you got that down pat. Don't get to year 2, bro. They kick it up a notch. Year 2 now. You kick it up a notch, man. You ain't play the whole season, man. You ain't play the whole season, but you played all 11 of them hoes. So let's talk about that process going from how can I put this? Going from not getting no touches, not playing as much, to now you playing in every game. Except one. So I would say you playing in every game. How was that on your body? I would say, first of all.
Last year, when I got my opportunity last year, that was the one thing that opened my eyes the most. Me being my size, me being a brute force that I am, I knew that the number one thing that I was going to have to do to focus on myself was my body. So with all the things that they got in the training room, all the assistants that we got, the training staff, Brian and all those guys.
I was about to say that before. How's Brian as a person? I mean, Brian was a fantastic bro when I was there, but I think Brian was probably the best friend I had around.
Yeah, that's my guy. Like that's my guy, bro. I can't really even sit right and explain it to you, but like when it then came to like my personal health or personal business or whatever case may be, he's always been there for me. He's always been there.
Yep, and Brian has been awesome, man. And once again, that's been I would say he's been so good to y'all now, but he was literally our lifesaver back then. He was our lifesaver, bro. Like no one ever understood Brian. Brian was a key. I always tell Brian back then, it's like, bro, when are you gonna be the head guy, bro? Like, I mean, I like Wes Robinson, bro, but that's a little bit before you, Wes Robinson, bro. But you are the man. You know how to treat our body. You're not gonna push us to the way that we tell you, oh, bro, we're not feeling it today, bro. You're gonna work around us, bro. Like that, everybody else don't understand that, bro. And that's why, bro, like we are getting hurt and more hurt every game, bro. Like you understand how to get us back, man. And I'm so excited to see that, man. I actually came back with KG. I came back. I forgot. I think it was last year I came back, man. And I'll be there when y'all play Penn State. I'm coming up there, so I'm gonna slide on y'all. Say what's up with y'all, boy. I'm gonna be up there. Me and a couple alumni and stuff. Gonna come up there, but I came back and seen Brian, man. I was like, man, I seen y'all new pool and all that y'all got. I was like, man, look at this, bro. Like, what happened to Gossett Fieldhouse, bro? Like, look at this, bro. Like, it's crazy how much support y'all got, man. And at the end of the day, bro, like it's love, bro, because y'all need it, bro. Y'all the best team in the conference. Y'all need it. So it's crazy, bro. I didn't want to get off topic, but when you said Brian, it struck in there like, oh my gosh, Brian, bro, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy, man. So, man, like I said, year 2, man, you said Brian was there, man, to fix your body, man, and make sure he be there not only just for your body, but more so mentally for you as well when you're dealing with health things and all types of things that has nothing to do with football, all that. Brian is there. How has your mind shifted from year 1 to year 2?
I've already done experienced everything that you would experience as a freshman or someone who's getting playing time. I've seen every situation. I've seen every predicament that you can be in. I know the system. I know how to not work around it, but I know how to maneuver with certain things. So, I mean, I know what I'm doing at this point. The only thing is just the constant battle with yourself, and that's just staying consistent with everything that you do. So that's the number one thing
for sure. Man, what are some of the things you do to keep yourself right, man, before game days, man? What is something you always thrive on to keep yourself right, man, that you have to do this every week, every day to stay right?
So with me losing my weight, I try my best to get in 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And in between that, I'm snacking and constantly I'm hydrating. So that's the number one thing. And then you go to me taking care of my body, me playing all these games, me receiving all this contact and bruising up. You know, that stuff starts to catch up with you. So I tell you, and this is for anybody, make sure you take advantage of that cold tub. That cold tub will take you a long way. I swear, like I get in the cold tub morning and after practice.
You answered the question. You answered the test right there. Cause I was wondering, like, is he ever gonna say cold tub? Like, is you a cold tub guy? That's about to be my question. Me personally, I love the cold tub, but as I became a pro, got on the pro level, cold tubs is out of my window. I don't like cold tubs anymore. I'm more of an ice chamber type of guy. Like I have to hop in. I have to hop in the cryo. And the reason why I say cryo is because I don't know. I think for my body, cryo it helps loosen your body up because after so long you sit in something that's cold, it stiffens you up. And my thing is, I like the cold tub. I mean, I've been around. I've seen so many different people that don't do cold tubs. Like my guy Ted Lewan that played with me with the Titans. He don't do no cold tub. He doesn't like it. He said it doesn't help him. But me personally, I find the cold tub does stiffen you up, but it does decrease inflammation. But my thing is, for a guy like me that's stiff, how do I continue to get looser and be getting the stuff out of my body, all this toxin out of my body, as far as the swelling and all that? And I found, I'm saying, the cryo chamber being the best for me. But regardless, we both speak the same way. We got to hit that cold. We got to get somewhere cold. We got to get something that's cold. And that's huge, bro. They getting your legs back, man, especially with some of the summer conditionings and all that, man. Boy, the cold tubs, boy, that'd be lifesavers.
The stadiums.
Oh, see, we ain't get those. We did probably stadiums like once or twice during winter workouts, and that's all we got. That was it. Because we had guys falling out. We straight.
Oh yeah, they was being too nice to y'all.
Man,
too nice.
No, they was making it up in a different area. They was doing some other stuff to us. That was a little more crazy, like killing our peoples. Like that was a little more different. But man, but last year, man, you had 75 carries on the year, man. You was productive with 5 TDs last year, man. You had a very productive year, man. And was you the primary starter, or you was kind of a rotational guy with Hemby?
I was rotation with him.
With Hemby, yeah. So yeah, man, y'all got the best dual set running back in the conference. Me and my guy. I was telling some of my guys from Fox that I was like, man, who got the better set? Like Penn State? Dead. That is dead. Like, no. Like we have the speed and we have the power, bro. The power being, bro, ain't nobody stopping you one-on-one, bro. It's crazy. Ain't nobody stopping you one-on-one, bro. Like it's crazy. But who I would say through your college experience so far up to this point, man, who was the hardest defender, man? Who was the hardest defense you ever had to go against that made you actually have to work? Like you had to drive your legs through these defenders.
So far this season?
I would say before we get to this season. I would say in the past 2 years. Last year and the year before. Mainly last year because you played most of last year. Who was your toughest opponent?
Toughest opponent last year. Everybody know I don't like these guys, but
Penn State.
it definitely be Penn State for the simple fact that they send the house, bro. They send the whole house. Like it ain't.
Bro.
They ain't hiding it. They ain't disguising nothing. They letting you know we bringing everybody. So.
Yes, indeed. Boy, I'm telling you, they bringing safeties and everybody. Safeties flying down through the middle of the pipe. They shooting the pipe, bro. They ain't never changed it. To hear you say that is, bro, the same thing they used to do back in the day, bro. I'm talking about, bro, they used to send safety. I know you heard of Marcus Allen. That's back in the game when Marcus Allen used to play with them boys, and we play, bro. I'm talking about used to send Marcus flying through the A gap. I'm like, bro, he's a safety. Why is he coming through the A gap like a linebacker? Like, where is he coming from? I mean, it'd be 4th and 1, stopping the backfield. I'm like, bro, who's accounting for those guys? Because we got the box. Yeah. He doesn't count as the box. Like,
crazy thing, it's crazy you said Mark name because I was probably about 12. I think I was probably going on 12 at the time. But my guy Kendall, that's like my brother, Kendall Jefferson. He used to play running back at Bowie State.
Okay.
And he coaching and things like that right now. But back then, I used to train. I used to go with him because Mom, Deuce, and Pops always worked. So
yeah,
I went to go work out with him all the time, and they was always with the college guys. And Marcus was always there. It was Marcus and Mark.
Mark
Allen. Yeah, that went to run back the math, and he went to it. So and I was with this trainer. His name was Brian Bell. He's in the league now. I think he's a strength and conditioning coach in the league. He's been in the league. Brian Bell.
Brian Bell. He had dreads.
Yeah.
Long dreads.
Long dreads.
That's my guy, bro. He coached that. He coached with the Titans, bro. He was my strength coach with the Titans, man. Yeah. He played 1 or 2 years in the NFL with the Redskins or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Him actually linked back up, man. When I got signed to the Titans like 2 years ago, man, and he saying me, and I say him, he's like, man, hey, you know my guy Bryce Bevel. He used to coach at McNamara. I say, oh yeah. It's like, I remember you. Yeah. So I'm like, it's small world, bro. And I was like, man, so that was my guy. Every time I was like, man, I ain't trying to do this lower body lift this way, bro. Like, alternate that for me. Like, he good dude, man. But go ahead.
I'm telling you, like when I was younger, just going through his workouts, like his workouts was the craziest workouts I've ever seen, especially for the age that I was at and where I was at.
Yeah.
Physically, I had a regular kid body playing football back then, but that one summer that I spent with him, like he shredded my whole body going into my 7th grade year, and then following year after that, I was awarded Player of the Year, 8th grade Player of the Year, like in the entire country. So like, I ain't never been able to get in touch with him since then, but he definitely be a guy that I definitely want to get some work in with again, like, cause that trainer right there, I recommend that to anybody.
I got you. I got you. That's my guy. I got you, dog. I'm gonna get that contact for you, bro. So sometimes you can get right with him, man. And, might be a little hard. You might have to go to Nashville because he got a job. He got to be in the weight room up there with them guys.
That ain't no problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Got benefits now too, so I definitely can work him up.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So now we're gonna get to the big year. This the year right here, the big year, man. And this the year that the Terps had to break out year, man. Right now, y'all started out 5-0, first time since 2001. So it's been a long time since that. Because it's funny, because after this show, I'm about to get an old school guy to come on here to talk about the old dirty Terps and Nolan Curl. He'll be coming on here, man. His name up in the building somewhere. And so this is first. Let's talk about the feeling from all these past years when things slow rocky to now. Y'all reaping everything that Locks was talking about. Like, what's the feeling like right now for you?
I've been excited since we finished the bowl game last year.
Yeah.
With us going through the winter workouts, our Terp time, which is definitely the hardest point of our program. I made sure that I was so locked into the point where like I had to endure and have fun with everything that we were doing, even though it was mentally and physically draining. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once we got to spring ball, spring ball's kind of, it was easy. You got same 15 practices and you learn the playbook before you get to camp. And then you got the summer, so and then that's when all the new guys come in. So now it's giving you a different perspective to be that older teammate, like that older, bigger brother, to get them with them, let them know what's right from wrong, and show them the ropes of everything. And then when we got to camp, it was on. Everybody was ready to go. It wasn't really no talking. It wasn't really it wasn't no talking at all. Everybody was just ready to put the pads on and just get to work. And we added some new pieces in the spring with Coach Gaddis and Coach Sumlin, and the way that they got things organized with the offense is like, there's no way we can't sit right here and control any game offensively.
For sure, man. And y'all offense been electrifying all year, led by y'all lead, of course. And Taliyah's been awesome all year, man. He's probably one of the better quarterbacks I've seen in Maryland history. And definitely in Maryland history as far as what I've seen. I mean, I can't speak about the guys back in 2000, 2001s and all that. That's before my time. But for my era, that's the best quarterback I've seen right now with Taliyah, man. From his decision-making, being able to move with his legs, get out the pocket, escape some dangerous things. Sometimes he do make decisions where it should just be tossed out of bounds, man. Later play another day. But sometimes he takes sacks like the last game y'all played against Illinois 2 weeks ago, and taking that late game sack will put y'all way behind the chain, which also put stress on the receivers to get to their landmark, and also put the biggest stress on the big guys up front to hold their blocks for how many seconds? I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's a tough task to ask, man. And as a leader, sometimes you got to make better decisions. But for the most part, he's been very consistent all year and finding open guys. What is your perspective on Taliyah so far this year?
Taliyah's a guy. He knows it, but he's just so humble. That's something that he won't ever even pay attention to. He preps himself like he's already in the league already. He watches film day and night. I guarantee you he's probably at the facility probably an hour or two ago. And we've already been out for probably about 3 or 4, 5 hours already. So the way he just goes about himself, the way he carries himself, I mean, he's a leader. Everyone listens to him. Whenever it's time for us to go, and we know it's time to go, he's leading us to the point where like he don't have to really say anything to it, because everything's about action with us. So with Leah, bro, like that's my guy. So like whatever he on, I'm on, and I always definitely got his back.
Sure. And I think I said once again, you could tell the way Taliyah carries himself, man. Everybody like gels around him, man. It looks like, man, he never looked like he's under stress or anything like that, man. He plays his game and love what he does, and that's a huge factor of being a leader on the team, man. It's always staying calm in those adverse moments. And y'all faced a little bit of adversity this year, man, against Ohio State, and of course, which shouldn't have been adversity against Illinois. On paper, that's a dub, but hey, it was a lot of missing pieces. We got to keep it that space. Y'all was missing y'all key components on defense, and Dante Trader and our guy Tahib Steele. Those two guys, and I'm sure we should get those guys back this week as y'all travel up to Northwestern this week. But how big is those guys defensively, man, when it comes to y'all success, man, and keeping the defense off the field, man, and keeping y'all on the field?
The defense is literally like one sound. Everyone moves in the same unison. They one unity, bro. It's just, since I've been here, I haven't seen the defense like that before. They just their togetherness is different from what I've ever seen. Like I said, everyone preps themselves in a different way, but they all do it together. So everyone knows the responsibilities. Everyone knows the gaps, how they're supposed to get hands on, what half or deep half they got, and things or coverage or things of that sort of that nature. So you could just tell when you just watching them all throughout the week, just practicing. They physical. Everyone is rallying to the ball, and definitely the number one thing, they always communicating, like they loud. So it's never a time where you won't see them not doing what they're supposed to do.
Hey, 100%, man. And I asked actually Dante last episode, man. I asked him, man, if you felt like the Illinois game, if he was out there, it would have made a difference. And he said something interesting that one guy can't make a difference, man. I couldn't have won or lose, that's the game. But special teams, he definitely would have felt like his presence would have was needed there. Because I mean, y'all kind of the special teams game was kind of a little iffy. And I'm pretty sure y'all got that corrected this week, man. And what have y'all plan been this week, man? Coming off that big loss, of course, y'all on a 2-game losing streak right now, which is tough. Which shouldn't be 2 games, should be just 1 loss and 1 win. Back on the train again. But hey, once again, y'all got everything in front of y'all. Like Locke said, y'all got everything still in front of y'all. Ain't nothing gone away because y'all took your loss. But understanding y'all took those losses and understanding the things that needs to be done now. What are some of the things that y'all had to correct?
We had to get that grit back. After we took that loss to O State, it definitely hit home. And it was just a different feeling. Like that joint just hit different. You know, it was one of those games where we prepared our hardest for throughout the week. Like we had a great Tuesday, we had a great Wednesday. We definitely had a good mental focus on the Thursday, and then we came in all about wanting to win on that Friday. So when Saturday came, it felt like everything was just about to go right. Everything was going to be planned just like how I've been planning for it to go all week. And I don't know, he just kept bringing up the storm all week, bro. And it was literally like, it went from sunny to a storm covering the whole stadium. Like, it was just as if everything that he had already spoke about throughout the whole week was literally happening before our eyes. But the only thing that was going to stop us was us. We couldn't pay attention to anything on the outside or the critics or not believe in our details and everything that we had been already working for to get to that point. So when we got right there to that point, I mean, everyone watched the game. You seen what happened. Things happen.
Yeah, for sure, man. Things happen. And once again, like, I don't think no one in the Terp family is knocking you guys for the loss. Because when in football, any given Saturday or Sunday or Friday, depending on what level you are. And Illinois definitely had a better game that day. I executed on a lot of the miscues y'all had. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing is people saying, well, why did Locks run the ball on 3rd and medium? Well, why did he? I'm going to ask you that. Why did he? Well, why do you feel? I can't say why did he, because you can't play. You don't call the plays, you just execute the play. Why do you feel he ran that?
I mean, I know why he called the play. But like I said, he focuses on how we practice Monday through Friday. He already felt throughout that week from that Tuesday and Wednesday, which is the hardest days, that our effort and how we were just going about the practices and with our energy and our vibe and everything, it just wasn't right. He knew it. So once we got to that point, everything was just unfolding before our eyes again. Once again, all the things that we was being preached about that they said we wasn't doing was happening, and everything. It's a cause and effect to everything. So this is the cause and this is the effect to why we lost the game or why these mistakes happened, and these were the answers and effects for them.
100%. And now that y'all had an opportunity, man, to get away from ball a little bit to clear y'all minds, y'all come back now with a fresh new mind, with a new mindset to get that grip back to the basics. Let's get back to our identity, man. And that's not do nothing different. Let's just do what we do, Maryland style football. And what is Maryland style football to you?
I mean, we got 4 pillars: toughness, effort, relentlessness, and pride. Pride is definitely number one for me, because everything else is going to come along after pride with me. So I'm big on pride with myself, and especially when it comes to my teammates. Like, those guys, they know, like, I'll do anything for them guys. If I can sit right here and put the game on my back, I definitely will do that. If I have the opportunity to, if I have the opportunities to, chance, whatever the case may be, they know when my name is called, my number, and it's time for them to count on me, they know I'm going to get the job done.
And I think the whole world knows that, because when it's a short yardage, and the whole stadium know the ball right to your hand. It's going right to 7 hands. And the reason why I say 7 hands, what made you change the number from 31 to 7?
7 is a family number for me. It's a number that I've been wearing for years. My cousin had passed away in 2007 when I was the age of 7. The gun violence. So 7 was just always around me. I was always told it was a lucky number. He was actually one of those people that helped me get recognized with the football thing. He showed me what football is from watching games on the TV in the living room with him and watching them run plays and me picking out plays that I like and things of that sort of that nature. So I even got him tatted on me. So he's definitely the reason why I got the number and why I do what I do.
Well, I should feel blessed because I wear 77 and I wore 70. Yeah, so I wear the 70 number 2. So yeah, I'm in a 7 gang with you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, for sure, man. I appreciate that, man. You sharing that because that's definitely deep, man. Why you went number 7? I wonder why you changed from 31 to 7. There's always been some uniqueness around these numbers and things like that when people choose their numbers. This week right now, how important, man, was the details for you guys this week leading up to this week, man, when y'all had coming off a clear mind, man, when y'all getting back to the basics? How important is this week right now for you guys?
It was very important. Just knowing that we left. Coach Locke used this little funny little term where he was like, I can't like really say it word for word because I don't really remember it too much, but I know it because it's funny. But he was like, you leave poop in the toilet seat for 3 weeks. You know how that smells. You know how that feel. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you can't flush it because it's still there and it's not going nowhere. Just some type of weird, funny little, I don't know, but a lot of stuff. He was one of those, but it clicked to everybody. Like everybody understood where he was coming from and what he was saying. We had just lost those 2 games, so it was like we got another week before we can sit right here and play a game. So that's why he used the 3 weeks as an example.
Yeah.
So we knew that this week was going to be the most important week, just us getting back to our basics and us letting everybody know what our true identity is. And all that started with just being consistent, paying attention to the details. And you can't really question effort because we all here to play football, so effort shouldn't be really questioned.
100%, man, 100%. And man, this week, man, regardless of what the records look like for Northwestern, from my experience playing against Northwestern, they've always been a disciplined team. They always been a straightforward. They've been a physical team, and they ain't gonna make too many mistakes. They may make 1 or 2, but they're not gonna make that many mistakes to beat themselves. So it's Locke's preaching. I would say not shooting yourselves in the foot this week, giving yourself a chance.
Not necessarily that, because we don't really focus on everyone else. We really focus just on ourselves. I mean, we game plan, we look over the scouting report and things of that nature, but when it comes to just playing football, having that grit and with that pride and our 4 pillars that we talk about, it ain't really nothing else for us to sit around and worry about because the opponent, they're nameless and they're faceless. So it's kind of like we just out there playing the Terps for sure. You get what I'm saying? So
spring ball for you guys, playing against each other.
Yeah. Kind of, sort of. You see what I'm saying?
And that's a good way of looking at it, man, because it gets back to that word that's kind of get thrown around a lot is it's all about us. It's about us. It's never about them. It's about us. Because we worry about what we do, man. Everything should go right. We execute our game plan. We do what we do. Everything will be straight.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I heard the line all the time through sports, man. It's always about us, and it's like sometimes it's like, man, sometimes it's about them too. But so I totally understand, man. It's about worrying about what y'all can control, man, and what y'all control is what y'all do inside of that fabulous new facility y'all got over there that I'll be over at next week when I get up that joint. I'm definitely slide through there. Going to see Miss CC one time for the one time. Click me in, baby. Click me in, baby. Don't tell them I missed dinner. I ain't trying to do 6 a.m. But yeah, man. That's exciting, man. I'm excited, man, that y'all should get some of y'all guys back healthy, man. So did y'all get a lot of guys that's healthy, man? I mean, a lot of guys that was hurt last game back healthy now?
Yeah, everyone is back healthy now.
Okay, man. I know that was the biggest thing, man. Most guys wanted to see was y'all get y'all guys back healthy, man, because that's one of the biggest things in my opinion. I think that's going to help y'all win in November. Winning in November is something that I don't know if Locke's talked about it yet, but he will get to it real soon. The best teams. I'm about to say the best teams win in November, man, and it's gonna be huge and pivotal for you guys to win, man, win in November. And half of the battle is definitely staying healthy. This I'd say down the stretch right now, man, getting some of you guys like Deiches back on offense, man, is a key component, man. Prather, man, I love him, man. I love Prather. I don't know why a lot of people talk about Prather. They say Prather drop a lot of balls. Some guys say he's inconsistent. They came in my pocket. I just disagree because he said he's inconsistent. This guy went against Illinois and went off. Like, he dropped pass, he fumbled a couple times. Man, it's football. Things gonna happen. But he, for the most part, man, every time the ball came to him, he caught it. And he's kind of one of my guys. I'm like, beside my boy Jay Sean, he been there through everybody's era at this point. Jay Sean, he played with everybody. He played with my grandfather.
That's my dog too. That's my dog.
It's not Jay Sean. He probably played with my father somebody back then. Jay Sean played with everybody, man. But Prather, man, is one of those guys that's an unsung little hero, man. I believe it's going to be really great for y'all down the stretch, man, besides Deiches and all those guys like that, man. I really like him a lot, man. And besides you, man, I've been wanting to get you on the show forever, man. And because, I mean, I like him. I like him a lot too, but your run style is a Big Ten style, man. It's undeniable, man. It's like when you hand the ball up to you know what you're getting out of you. A guy that's not running from contact, a guy that's running through everybody. And as an offensive line like myself, I love those type of guys because that make you like, man, get off my man. All I need him to do is miss one. It just be one-on-one, one guy, and we going all the way to the house with this one because he gonna run this guy over. You know what I'm saying? Just give him a chance. And I think up front, man, the offensive line been playing really well this year, man. And they plan to keep it to lay upright, man, moving the power for you guys, man. I've been seeing those guys just throwing guys after the play, man, to make sure y'all stay upright, man. It's been great, man. So I can't wait to actually get that Penn State game and watch y'all play. But this week, man, we got to take care of business, man, against Northwestern, man. And I'm excited that y'all going to do that. I know y'all will. And I can't wait to hear about it, man, and see y'all boys play this week. Man, what is before we end this podcast today, man, what's something you wanted to leave the people with about you, man, that you think that people should know about you, man? Or anything?
That's a good question. I may be a brute force on the field, but in real life, I'm a very caring, I stand on what I say. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I promise you something, it's gonna get done. So taking care of my people, making sure my people straight, or family, friends, and that sort of nature. I just love helping people in general.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. I think that's dope, man. Continue to keep that trait about you, man. Many more blessings will come to you, brother. Like, I can't wait to say, I can't wait to watch the game this week, man. I know the whole Terp family, everybody in the world is waiting to watch you, man. Especially watch you, man. I love watch you because I was an offensive lineman, so I like to see my backs hit them holes, man, and put their hand on their back and put their head down and go get them yards, man. Between you and Hempy, man, y'all the best duo set, in my opinion, in the Big Ten. My guys, my Michigan guys, my other analyst guys like Jake Button, those guys, they probably think Michigan has it. Michigan's playing well, but we'll see them down the road. We ain't running from them either. We ain't running from them either. But, man, I want to say, man, I appreciate you coming on. Twan, man, you've been great, bro. It's been enlightening, man, to learn a little bit about your background, why you wear 7, man, how you lost that weight, man, and why, I'm saying, playing in front of your hometown team is important, man, because of your family and all the other things, man. I want to say, man, stay healthy this weekend. Go get that dub, and I'm going to catch up with you next week against Penn State.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to see you soon.
All right, bro, man. Be safe, man. Get some rest, brother.
You too.
Thank y'all for tuning into this Friday episode. Feel Good Friday, baby. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. That was a guy, Antwain Littleton II, man. This guy's a physical runner, man. A bruising back, man. Excited to get it to Northwestern week, man. He's been excited to get off a bye week to finally get that nasty taste out of his mouth from homecoming. To redeem themselves, man. They're getting everybody back healthy, as he said. Everybody is back healthy. So we should see a full force of Terps, man. You know what I'm saying, going into Chicago to play against Northwestern, ready to go. Man, I'm excited to see the Terps work this weekend, man, as they take on the Northwestern team. Man, the Terps are more than ready than ever, man. They got all their troops back. And hear from Antwain Littleton, man, he's ready to go. The Terps are ready to go, man. They fired up. And see you this weekend. Man, be safe this weekend. No drinking and driving. And protect the shell, baby. We out.